How do you feel, Nedra, when people are falsely accusing John and Patsy and making those comments?
Well, some days I'm sad, some days I'm angry, because they're talking about things they know nothing about, and without truth or facts. And it hurts, but one day they'll all know and they'll be sorry.
I mean, tell me about the Patsy that you know. She's your daughter, that no one else knows.
Patsy I know is a kind, gracious woman, beautiful. I don't know of any enemies that Patsy ever had. And John Ramsey has repeatedly helped friends. You know, we all know that it's probably a mistake in hiring relatives or good friends in your business. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. But John, when relatives or good friends ask for jobs, he's just the type of man who wants to share what he has with them. He has helped several old friends from the past. I was going through the Minneapolis airport the other day on my way to Mayo Clinic, and a woman had just purchased the Star, and as she turned it and folded it this way, I saw the caption, "Little John was murdered in her parents' bed." And it is totally without facts or substantiation. I don't know how to feel about someone who's ill enough to do a thing like has been done. And so I don't know whether he'd be guilty or not. I feel remorse. I don't know. They're out there someplace. As far as I know, they have not been apprehended. I'm hoping that the police know more than we've been led to believe, or the public has been led to believe. And they've got to know more. I just really believe that there are others besides whoever entered. I don't know whether it's a man or a woman. I assume it was a man. I can hardly believe a woman would have strength to kill a child and then carry its little body downstairs. And of course, I don't think a woman could molest, or I don't know. I just don't know. One woman told me the other day she knew a man who was insanely jealous, and she said insanely jealous, of John Ramsey because he was successful and had Patsy, a beautiful woman, as his wife. And I can't imagine how low people can stoop to be envious of another's success and their spouses. Of course, I'd like them to be sentenced to death. Anyone involved, if there are any people who knew it. And to me, not only the person who put their hands around her little throat, took her life. Not only those people, that man, that woman, but anyone who knew that such a thing was being contemplated. You know, that little old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones. Words will never harm me. There is some reason why John, Patsy, has this tragedy to bear. She believes that all people, everywhere you look, turn, all people have adversities, trials, and tragedies in their lives. This is ours.
This is